Okay guys, so we're going to be talking about Origins Remastered for Black Ops 3 Zombies and a bunch of new, pretty interesting bits of information, leaked information for this map specifically. So obviously today we got the information that, we're going to be seeing this DLC 5 Zombies Chronicles reveal, whether it's a trailer, a teaser. Obviously it's some sort of video on JC's channel with Jason Mundell discussing and revealing, Zombies Chronicles DLC 5, whatever it's going to be called. So we know that's happening, and I don't know how much of this information is going to be revealed on Thursday. I think we're still up in the air, as in, are we going to see 4 maps released at one time and then a month later the next 4 maps? Like, we're still up in the air with that, so that's definitely a high possibility with that. And there's just a bunch of other stuff we don't know yet, but I do think that maybe a couple of this stuff we will see hinted at in this reveal on Thursday. And on Thursday, once we see some gameplay, once we see some teaser images, we can sort of verify what we're talking about within this video. So that being said, if we can go for 500 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. This is a huge, insane time for the zombies community, so definitely showing your support would be so freaking sick. Check out my other video that I uploaded today, where I basically talked about the trailer, the release date, what we're going to be seeing, and how they're going to release it, and all of that insane stuff. Specifically, I talked about the different Easter eggs that may be added in the storyline aspect of it, so definitely that's going to be the top link in the description of this video. Check that out. But this video, I want to go through the leaks that we got from the gaming revolution regarding Origins Remastered. So again, 500 likes, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get started. So let's go through here how this leak was found. The gaming revolution, as you guys know, he's had a bunch of different sources the past couple of years. I've said this before, and you guys have seen, if you've seen my videos or if you've seen his videos, he's giving us leaked information, and he's been doing it for a while. With Sumonoshima, Garage Krover, I remember specifically those bits and pieces of information being pretty damn reliable, and the code came true. He predicted the stuff in the Garage Krover trailer, just to name a few. He predicted the ray gun, well, he didn't predict it, he knew it was going to happen because of his sources and the leaked information, actually. So that being said, at this point, you can't just completely rule out the game revolution. Obviously, you don't take everything word for word. Sometimes information gets mixed up, and sometimes the information doesn't come completely 100% true as it was stated in the leaked code, and sometimes that just happens with code, and that sometimes happens with playtesters, like in this case scenario. But again, overall, it's fairly reliable. So again, this information, don't take this word for word, although what we're going to be talking about is a bit more general, nothing too specific, a bunch of pretty cool stuff, but it could be changed, and I'll talk about why it could be changed, and we'll talk about other stuff in a second. So that being said, Game Revolution got this from a source that actually play tested Origins Remastered, very early version, so basically no cutscenes, no audio, not a lot of stuff going on. Apparently maybe there's a rumor that the audio, the actual voice actors hadn't even recorded the stuff yet when this guy playtested Origins Remastered. This happened before. I remember leaks like this before, where people played the map and it was a very early build. They do this all the time, so this is just another case scenario where that happens. And now in this case, this guy basically noted a couple of the different qualities of this map. One is that you can slide in the mud. Like I said, I think that's going to be 100% true. That makes sense. It's just sliding is just a part of Black Ops 3 Zombies, and it would make sense for them to have this in Origins. You slide through the mud, you go a bit faster, but it still, I guess, has that slower effect that the mud is supposed to have on you. So you're not bypassing the mud. I think it's just a bit slower than usual, but probably a bit faster than what you were like on Black Ops 2 Origins. So that's just a key little example there. I think that's 100% going to happen. I think you should just expect that anyway. Now, different thing here with these staffs. Apparently the staffs look slightly different, and he didn't really explain why. The source doesn't really say. It's sort of just like the tip of the staff has a bit of a larger element or bulb to it, and I don't know if that has any storyline implications. Who knows what that means? Maybe it's just a different modeling, a different texture that they want to use for the new consoles or the new game, the new graphics. Who knows why they did that? But obviously the staffs are slightly different looking. So again, if that makes any differences to the gameplay, we'll figure out either once we see the gameplay or maybe once we play it ourselves. So those are not really insane piece of information. Another thing here, the starting pistol and the overall weapons, I want to go through a bunch of stuff with this, because I think it's sort of expected, but at the same rate we could be seeing something different. So as of now, the starting pistol for Origins Remastered is the MR6. Now, that's a bit of a worry because obviously the Mauser was a really cool gun, but not entirely because of that. More or less because if they're already only giving us the MR6, then doesn't that sort of lead the way for other stuff that it's just too similar and too streamlined from Black Ops 3? There was a thing in the map as well where apparently a lot of just the original Black Ops 3 weapons were there, and you don't have this huge variety of Origins weapons and the MG08 and all these different cool weapons that they added. So I think that is of a bit of an initial worry, and that's the same worry I had with Revelations. Now, when we got the leaked information from Revelations back in August of last year, before Revelations released, we got the information that the starting pistol will be the MR6. And that was just like, it really was stupid, because when you think about Revelations, we think about all the maps coming together. So the starting pistol has to be like the M1911, like no, the Colt M1911, or you have like the different things where you have all these different old weapons come together. You have the Galil, the Commando from all these different Call of Duties, all different weapons coming together. And it turned out within Revelations, we basically just did get the original Black Ops 3 weapons. We got a couple new weapons, but nothing like we wanted. We got like 1 or 2, 3 new weapons. It just wasn't what we wanted. The starting pistol was the same, and for a map that really brought all the maps together, it was just like, oh, well, why didn't you really put in these really insane cool weapons from all these maps? Like, if the map is supposed to be all these maps coming together, why not put the weapons there? So, I think we should expect this to happen. It's just the streamlined nature of Black Ops 3. You have the MR6 for the starting pistol basically for every single map. I guess there's no reason for it to be different within these remastered maps. Although the Gaming Revolution did say that usually they port the new weapons later in the game cycle. So right as DLC 5 is going to be released, the last sort of production thing they actually work with DLC 5, then they'll add new weapons, or then they'll add the actual weapons to the game. And again, this guy was playtesting a pre-built version of Origins Remastered, so maybe, you know, they just put in what they had. They put in what they knew and what was already in the system, the MR6 and the original Black Ops 3 weapons. So that was just really for a playtesting thing, but then after they actually get everything done, they're going to add all these different new weapons, or all the old weapons that we saw within Origins, maybe some more from Black Ops 2, maybe some more in general. I heard the Galil DLC weapon is going to be in there, so that's pretty cool, but, you know, I do see this as sort of an initial worry, just because of the fact that I want them to expand, and this is what I talked about in my video today and yesterday as well, where we talked about the Easter egg side of things. So the problem is, I don't know what they're gonna do in terms of new content. Like, they're gonna remaster the maps, but how much is it gonna change with the storyline? And you may think, well, just because they don't change the weapons doesn't mean they're not going to change the storyline, but it just, when one thing happens, it leads to another, and it leads to another. So let's just say that the MR6 is going to stay as the starting pistol when Origins Remastered releases, and all these original Black Ops 3 weapons are just going to be the same once this map actually releases, and they're not going to add these other, you know, MG08 weapons and new weapons and old weapons and stuff like that. The thing is, it sets the stage for the whole map. It sets the stage for maybe we're not going to see any new Easter egg steps. Maybe we're not going to see a bunch of really new, insane secret quotes. Obviously, we'll have new quotes, but nothing too crazy, too profound. It's really just going to be Origins Remastered with the Black Ops 3 feel. And obviously that's great. I honestly am ready for that. I'm going to play that. That's already so freaking fun. It's so freaking cool. And I can't be any more hyped for that. I just think if you wanted Treyarch to go to the next level and to really step it up to a whole nother level and add this insane remastered map, cross map super Easter egg, and add all these new insane Easter eggs and add all these new insane weapons and maybe like 3 times upgraded staffs and all this insane stuff, we're at a less of a chance of actually seeing that just by seeing that, okay, they're already not going to put new weapons, so why would they put new Easter eggs? Why would they do this? Why would they add this? Why would they add that? You know, you have to think of it from a logical standpoint. So again, the Game Revolution said he was sort of disappointed. I'm not really disappointed. I'm so freaking hyped. I just want to bring this up to you guys when I'm making these videos, because I've been talking about this, and we're getting more information, and we're really seeing, okay, how this is gonna play out. What are we actually gonna be seeing for these remaster maps? And I did say, you know, keep in mind this could just be remaster maps, and that's it. Nothing extra, nothing crazy. Well, like I said, it's already crazy, but it could just be remaster maps in Black Ops 3, and that makes the most sense for Treyarch to do. But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We'll really see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I do think, again, there's still a chance. Apparently they add the weapons later in the game cycle, so again, maybe we're gonna see these weapons. Maybe we're sort of discussing this for no reason, and again, I'll be fine. A lot of you guys will be perfectly fine without having these weapons come back. The Black Ops 3 weapons are pretty good. I actually really like the Black Ops 3 weapons. I'm fine with them being in the game. The Haymaker with Dead Wire and Blast Furnace on Origins, oh, like, I can just envision just how much fun that's gonna be. Just training, grinding with those weapons, going for high rounds. It just sounds, and it's gonna be so much freaking fun. I just can't wait to just experience that and play that. Because I think Black Ops 3 adds a really nice, clean, new element to zombies, and it's just such a fun thing. The you know, all those different pack-punch abilities just being on the map. It's really good. But again, would be really cool to see these old weapons come back. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a comment below Origins if you're watching at the end of this video. And thank you guys for watching the whole video. Really do appreciate it as always. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.